If you were to ask me right now, George, what's your favorite smart home category? As one of the biggest neat freaks on the planet, I would 100% tell you it's robot vacuums. I love me a good robot vacuum. That's what we're talking about today, specifically a robot vacuum from Ecovacs. Let's get to it. What up, everybody? George Langabeer here. Like I said, robot vacuums, my favorite smart home category. Today we're talking about one from Ecovacs. We're talking about the Deebot T30S combo robot vacuum. I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to talk price and specs. I'm going to talk about the Ecovacs app, and I'm going to give you my full review. I want to thank Ecovacs for sending me this vacuum. I also want to thank Ecovacs for sponsoring this video. But sponsored or not, I'm going to give you my full review, pros and cons, and tell you like it is, as always. Let's go to the unboxing. All right, now that we've unboxed, let's talk price and specs. At the time of this recording, the T30S combo is $1,199.99. Now keep in mind, today we are talking about the Deebot T30S combo, but there's also a Deebot T30S without the combo, meaning it doesn't have the built-in hand vac. Now you really just need to determine which one is right for you. For me personally, I love having the backup of that handheld vac. I'm a clean freak. I want to just go around and dust sometimes. I don't want to pull out the robot vacuum for that. I love having that backup. But if you're not that person, if you just love having your robot vacuum do everything, you don't need that handheld vac, then just get yourself the Deebot T30S without the combo package. But for this guy right here, I love that that handheld vac is built right in there in the all-in-one Omni station. Now, the Deebot T30S without the combo package is a little less expensive. So keep that in mind. Now this robot vacuum boasts 11,000 PA of suction power, and that's the highest in the industry. The handheld vac as part of the combo has 17,000 PA, which is fantastic. The robot vacuum uses True Detect 3D for obstacle avoidance. You have the all-in-one Omni station, so that houses the robot vacuum. You've got your clean water, your dirty water, your dustbin, and in the combo's case, you've also got that hand vac. For the robot vacuum, you have 158-degree hot water mopping. Now this is pretty cool. Specific to the S combo unit, it auto-empties both vacuums. So not only does it auto-empty the robot vacuum, but it auto-empties the hand vac, which is pretty sweet. You've got auto tank refill on the robot vacuum. We've got 2-hour fast hot air drying. Now what does that mean? It means it's going to dry those mop pads within 2 hours, and that eliminates the opportunity for mold and mildew, which is very important. With the robot vacuum, you've got the vacuum and the mop, plus in the combo unit, you've got the handheld vacuum. So talk about multi-service cleaning. This covers all your bases. Ecovacs has what's called zero tangle. That's an anti-tangle technology. It increases your cleaning efficiency to 99.4%. Zero Tangle has an innovative V-shaped spiral roller brush with anti-static bristles that prevents hair tangles. The dual comb structure easily straightens hair upon contact with the roller brush. You've got streamlined chamber structure coupled with a high-power fan which effortlessly vacuums hair into the dustbin. Next, let's talk about True Edge technology from Ecovacs. When working, the Deebot's robotic arm consistently expands outward, ensuring full coverage across the entire surface. During obstacle avoidance, Deebot's mop plate exhibits flexible and continuous expansion and contraction based on the shape of the obstacles, maintaining its default outward extension. This all delivers precise, efficient cleaning with 1 millimeter edge accuracy, 98% improved coverage, smart navigation, and a robust build. While we're talking about True Edge technology, let's talk about this for a second. With the mop constantly adhered to the edge, will there be any missed areas in the middle during the zigzag pattern? Will it affect cleaning efficiency? The answer to those two questions is no. The length covered by the mop in the direction of motion is constant and does not change with the expansion or the contraction of the mop. The two pieces of mops follow their respective zigzag path, and the spacing distance of the paths is shorter than the diameter of the mop plate. Therefore, each piece of mop can seamlessly cover the entire area, and there is no possibility of mopping omission. Next, let's talk about smart integration. We've got desktop widgets and dynamic islands for your iPhone. You've got a cool foot touch control. You've got Apple Watch support and Ecovacs' own Yeeco voice assistant. You've got Google Home, Lady A from Amazon, and you can also use Siri shortcuts. All right, that's price and specs. Let's talk about the Ecovacs app. Okay, the Ecovacs Home app is available in the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store. I already have the app, so I'm going to open it. All right, once you have the app, you're going to sign up for an account if you haven't already. Then you're going to go to Find a Device to add your device. Now you can see that it's listed there. Then you're going to put in your Wi-Fi information, both your network name and your password. Then it's going to connect to your Wi-Fi. Then you're going to name your robot. In this case, I kept it simple. It's going to download. Then you're going to select your time zone. Then it's going to take you to the Yeeco voice assistant and have you train your voice. All right, then it's going to give you some information about the vacuum. And then you're going to do your initial mapping. It'll go through your home and give it a quick once over. And then you're good to set up the rest of the app. All right, once you've added your vacuum, we're going to go to the home screen. There you've got a picture of the combo. You've got the name of your vacuum, tells you you're online. It's got your battery percentage. You've got start cleaning or recharge, robot controls. A little bit above that to the right, you've got your Yeeco assistant. Down below, you've got robot, which is the screen we're on now. You've got store, where you can get your accessories and such. And you've got me. Under me, it's got some information about your account, but that's also where you can get instructions for your third-party voice control, Lady A, Google Home, Siri shortcuts. Then you've got some general settings there, but let's go back to robot. All right, if we could scroll over, you could add another vacuum, but let's go into robot controls. Here it tells us we're in standby. There you've got another way that you can get to the Yeeco assistant right under your map. You can have it return to station. You can do an auto clean. You can do rooms. You can do zone. You can do scenarios. You've got different options there if you want to manually start the vacuum. You've got your cleaning mode, vacuum and mop. You can just do mop. You can just do vacuum. You've got your water flow rate. You've got your cleaning passes 1 or 2 times. You've got your suction power. You've got your cleaning speed. You can go into manage and create your scenario there. All right, at the top, again, you've got the name of your vacuum. You got your battery percentage. We're set to vacuum and mop. If you hit that, you've got your map display. You can do 3D or 2D. You can check mark what you want displayed on the map: doors, floors, carpet, cleaning preference, furniture. Under 2D, you can do the same thing. The next icon at the top right, that's where you've got your maps. You can edit your map. So you can do virtual boundaries, you can do rooms, you can do different dividers, you can combine rooms. If you go to home settings, that's where you can add furniture and the different type of flooring, and you can also add a wall. If you hit the 3 dots, you can back up your map, you can restore a map, you can name the map, you can delete a map. At the top right, you can also do another mapping, so you can actually send it out and map your house again. All right, going back, at the top right, you've got your settings wheel. This is where you can do a logs. It can show you all the different times that it's cleaned and use the vacuum. You can create a schedule. I've got it scheduled on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. You've got the different rooms there. You can toggle that on and off, and you can add a different schedule if you want. Maintenance, this will tell you all your different pieces and parts, if they're in good condition, and what you need to replace. You can do the sequence of the rooms, in what order it vacuums. Mopping pad auto lifting, suction boost on carpet, you can toggle that on and off. You got auto lifting, bypass carpets, and no lifting at all. Intelligence settings. There you can do your mop auto wash frequency by time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes, or you can do it by room. Hot air drying duration, you can do 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Again, that's important because that's going to eliminate the mildew and the mold on the mop. You can toggle on and off your auto empty. You can do auto or smart. You can toggle on intelligence deep mopping, and you can toggle on and off the True Edge adaptive edge mopping. As far as that True Edge, you've got extreme mode and you've got standard mode. Under more settings, you can do not disturb. You've got a child lock, auto resume. The robot will adjust charging time based on the remaining workload and resume unfinished cleaning task. You can toggle on your instant auto empty. You can toggle on the True D 3D sensitivity. Again, that's the obstacle avoidance. You can do standard and high sensitivity. You can toggle on and off your foot touch control. When the Deebot is in standby or pause for cleaning, you can lightly touch the bumper to start or continue the cleaning task. And you've got meters or feet down below. Then you can toggle on and off your Eco voice assistant. You can say what language, and you've got your volume for the Eco voice. About Deebot, that's where you can change the name if you wanted, your serial number, MAC address. That's where you can update your firmware, control your Wi-Fi information, and you've got your time zone. About the station, that just tells you that your all-in-one Omni station is connected. You can also change the name of your station. Got the model, just saying that it's the combo, your serial number, and firmware version. Then you've got help, and then you can find My Deebot. But that's the Ecovacs app. It's got everything you need. Very intuitive. I really like the app. All right, now let's talk about my review. What do I think about the Deebot T30S combo? Let's start with the pros. The 11,000 PA of suction power is hardcore, man, and I love it. I've also got the Deebot X2 Omni, and that's got 8,000 PA, so this beats that. The True Edge technology really makes a difference when it comes to coverage, and maybe I'm just a dork or a geek, but I like to watch it in action. When that robot is cruising around and it's about to do a room and it's hitting those edges and it does it so precisely, I just think that's fun to watch. I love that Ecovacs is giving us a hand vac, and it's all built in to that all-in-one Omni station. I can't tell you how many times I've bought a robot vacuum, but I've wanted a hand vac as a backup. And whatever robot vacuum it was, either that brand didn't have a hand vac or they had one and it sucked. So my OCD had to go out and buy another brand, and that drove me nuts because I like to keep everything in the same brand. Ecovacs has solved all of that. Not only is it built in and convenient right there by your robot vacuum, but this is a really good hand vac. So my poor OCD brain can rest thanks to Ecovacs. It's also pretty freaking sweet that the all-in-one Omni station not only empties the robot vacuum, but also the hand vac. So as soon as you're finished using that hand vac, you put it in the station, you hear that get emptied as well. The zero tangle technology is a game changer. I've tried every robot vacuum known to man. Maybe you have too. If you have, you know how much of a pain in the butt when the brush gets tangled, especially if you're not home and you get that alert in the app and you know you've got to go home and detangle that brush before it can even continue. Well, this zero tangle technology eliminates that, and I haven't had a single experience with the brush getting tangled yet. Of all the robot vacuums I've tried, this one did the best with obstacle avoidance. Lastly, it's got that foot touch control, and I think that's pretty cool and convenient. All right, this is where I'd normally give you some cons, and I know this is a sponsored video, and you're gonna say, George, you're just saying there's no cons because it's sponsored. Nah, I would tell you like it is. So I do have some general thoughts, but I wouldn't necessarily say they are cons. I love using Siri shortcuts with this vacuum, and the Yeeco voice assistant built into the vacuum is very cool, but I can't wait until robot vacuums is a definite category in Matter, so that way I can get my vacuum into Apple Home and use all the cool features using Siri, all legit. Now, this is not so much a con as it is a pro tip. A lot of people will get these vacuums and they'll try them and they'll try to map their home and all that stuff, and then they say that it sucks. It just, the obstacle avoidance sucks, the mapping sucks. You can't expect these vacuums to be perfect right out of the gate. Now, I will tell you, the initial mapping that this one did is probably the best I've ever used, and I've tried a lot. But you got to give it a chance. So if it's not doing a good job, just remap it. I bet you by the second time you map it, it does better. And then each use, this thing learns. They're robots. They get smarter. So give it a chance. Don't expect it to be perfect right out of the gate. And one little thing, and this is specific to me. Now, like I said, I also have the Deebot X2 Omni, and I got used to that new square design. So this is back to the circle, which is nothing wrong with that. Obviously, pretty much every robot vacuum known to man is the circle. But I just kind of got used to that square design. So it was weird to go back. But again, that's just a me thing. All right, that's it. And again, I know you're going to say, George, this is a sponsored video. You're not going to tell us like it is. Please, have you met me? Go back and watch my other videos. I would tell you like it is. I actually looked for some cons just so you wouldn't say that. But man, this was the smoothest out of the box experience I've had with a robot vacuum. So it is what it is. It was fantastic. That 11,000 PA of suction power, you know, I've done a comparison of Ecovacs vacuums before, and in that comparison, I included the X2 Omni, and then I said I was going to give away the other two vacuums because I was going to stick with the X2 Omni. I think I'm sticking with this one this time. That extra suction power makes a big difference. I really like it. So yeah, I got used to the square design, but that's all right. I'm cool with the circle for that extra suction power. Heck yes. So I'm keeping this one. But what do you think? What are your thoughts about Ecovacs? Do you have the same situation with hand vacs that I do, where you got to mix brands and it drove your brain nuts? Thank you, Ecovacs, for solving that problem for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. I love to hear from you. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I say it all the time. I love you guys. I love your support. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Till the next video, peace and love.